Welcome in, guys. Episode 47. I'm your host, ElectricityWave, here today with my co-host, Stadium Beats. Woo! And today, for this episode, we have a very, very special guest. One of my favorite people on Twitch, Mr. Matty. How we doing today, brother?
I am doing unreal. How are you guys?
Unreal.
What have you been up to today?
Doing good, man. Just rushing to get this podcast going.
Hell yeah.
Because we found out 2 hours before. Can't even keep track of our own schedule, but it's good. We're here.
Oh, how did you find that out? How did that happen? How did you find that out 2 hours before?
Our guests actually let us know.
No way.
Yeah, so.
Oh, what an amazing guest that must be, eh?
Yeah, already
What an
brownie
amazing
points.
guest.
Yep. So
I think we should let the people know this is episode 47 of the Chillin for Our Lives podcast. Actually, just in case they don't know, I think we should let them know.
Yeah, the guy that
I think
opened the
that's a good
show,
idea.
the guy that opened the pod definitely should have said that. So he's fired.
That's okay. The other guy
that's
that
fine.
didn't open didn't know that we had to record today. So
True.
you get your bad.
True.
Are we just gonna throw shade towards ourselves the entire pod?
As long as you don't throw shade towards me, that's fine.
If we deserve it, then
Yeah,
it
true.
sounds
I
like
mean-
the most professional way to start an episode.
Honestly.
Nah, you don't deserve it. You're fine. You're fine. We all get busy every now and then. I pretend. I like to pretend that I'm busy. So, you know,
Dude, that's the
I
best.
understand. I do understand.
Do you pretend you're busy like for yourself or like so you could like just
So I can
because?
have a 2-hour bath like before the podcast.
I like it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like when people ask you like what your schedule is, are you like, sorry, I'm busy, and then you'll just like sit there at your desk?
So no, I don't do that. But
Okay.
well, yes, I do sit at my desk, but I'm usually working on at least something, or I'm trying to, or I'm procrastinating working on something.
Yeah, you're thinking
for the
about
most
working
part.
someday.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. But you know,
Yeah.
for the most part, I am pretty busy.
As long as you seem important, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't actually need to be important. That's overrated anyway.
Yeah.
That's overrated.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of responsibility being important.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to handle
Imagine
it.
being
Would not be able to
important.
handle it. Oh,
Imagine.
I wish I was
Disgusting.
important. Someone.
All right, hold on. I've been thinking about something recently. I want to start this podcast off with a little thinker. So we all play video games. This is no this is no shock to anybody listening right now. We've already brought up Twitch, all that good stuff. 46 episodes of talking about video games. If an old game, think about all of the old video games throughout time. Like I'd say older than 10 years ago. If any of those old games came out today, it could be like newer or whatever. It doesn't have to look like a PS2 game or an Xbox game or whatever. If any of those old games came out today, what game do you guys think would be really, really popular today? Like kind of not maybe like maybe not Fall Guys level, like blow up the world, but what game would just get a whole new life if it would have come out today instead?
Honestly, one off the top of my head right away that just popped in. I don't know why, just randomly. When you said games over 10 years old, right? Crackdown. Imagine Crackdown, right? But if it was multiplayer.
Ooh.
Imagine a multiplayer Crackdown game. Like, I know you did, I'm pretty sure you did get co-op in it to some extent, but like a GTA style Crackdown in today's day and age.
Yeah.
I think that would do so well, honestly. There'd be so much potential for content, so much messing about. I think it could be very good, honestly.
I never played
Anything
Crackdown.
else?
It's a good answer because
I know Crackdown's very good. Crackdown was such a good game. It was only on 360, I think, right? Xbox
yeah,
360.
yeah. It was, I don't remember if it was a
so
360
good.
launch title or not, but it was definitely early 360 exclusive.
Yeah. It was so good. Such a good game, honestly.
Did you play Crackdown 3? It kind of came out recently.
No, I actually didn't. I wanted to play it, but I don't know. I just didn't get it, honestly. I think it was only on Xbox, right? Was it not?
Yeah, I think it's probably on
Yeah.
PC as well, but
It's probably on PC now, but I think at launch it was only on Xbox. I'm not too sure. I might be completely wrong there.
don't
But,
worry. I've
yeah,
only
just-
heard negative things about it, so
Oh, okay. In that case, we're fine. In that case, we're fine. No, I mean, I didn't have a PC till like 2 years ago anyway, so
Oh, okay.
if it came out before then, which I'm pretty sure it did, I wouldn't have been able to play it. So
Yeah.
I was a big PS4 guy, pretty much,
Woo!
for the longest time. Should I have shared as well? Woo, PS4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I make no secret that I'm a big PlayStation fanboy, so I always cheer for a good PlayStation shout out.
Hell yeah, you guys plan on getting a PS5?
Kind of, but maybe not.
Yeah, someday, but not at launch. It's just not in the budget right now.
Oh, this is where you've exposed yourself as a fake PlayStation fanboy.
I know. You're 100%
So I happen to be a
right.
bit of a PlayStation fanboy. I'm not going to get it though, but I do like them. Yeah, I mean, true. I do like a Tesla as well, but I mean,
yeah,
maybe one day.
If a
maybe
Tesla
one
was
day.
in the budget, I'd probably get one.
I would for
Honestly,
sure.
same. Honestly, same. What is like one car that you guys have always wanted?
I
Do
mean,
you guys have like a dream car?
I don't mean to be like that guy, but a Lambo, but a specific version of one. Like there's this one called a Cian, I think it's pronounced SIAN. And
Yeah.
it's literally one of the coolest cars I've ever seen in my life. Like the way that the headlights, the taillights look, the shape of it, it looks like somebody like went on a computer and like made it through a program. Like it doesn't even look real.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And-
I
not cool.
respect the Lambo.
Yeah, the only problem is it's only like, $3 or $4 million. So I don't know if it's in the budget quite yet, but
Okay.
I will be saving.
Soon.
Yeah,
we need a
within
few
the
more
next couple
games on the
months.
pod before we can.
Yeah, a couple more years should do it. Not a few, a couple.
Yeah.
You know?
So,
I think that's doable.
but realistically, before that, definitely like one of the new Teslas. I love, like I sat in one when I went to TwitchCon last year, and it was just like the touchscreen, the feel of it. We started it and like you just couldn't hear anything. It was so silent.
Really?
Yeah, and
Really, I really want to see one like.
oh my
I've seen
god,
them like parked, but I've never actually seen one driving or anything.
they're
Here in
beautiful.
Scotland, they're not really the most common things, but they look so nice.
Just the
They really
idea,
do.
yeah. The electric's cool. Like you could have your own charge station installed in your home, and it's not too expensive. Like
Yeah,
it's like less than $1,000 to get installed.
it's just
Yeah, I mean,
realistically, that's like the dream. Realistically, like it's not
probably.
too
Yeah,
expensive. Like they're not cheap. They're not cheap by any
right,
means.
right.
But that's like a somewhat realistic dream. I'd definitely say.
Yeah, you don't have to be like out of control wealthy to get a Tesla.
Right.
You could
No,
have like a
definitely not.
fairly decent job and still get one.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
What about you,
One
Sean?
car that I've like.
Or are you, Maddie?
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna interrupt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, please
One
do.
car that I've recently like. Have you guys ever seen a Mercedes AMG GT?
No, but I want to now.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
It sounds fancy.
Literally, it's
What is it called?
It's the nicest car ever. Mercedes AMG GT.
AMG.
Such a nice car, honestly. That is like, I don't really care for cars that much, but as soon as I saw that car, I'm like, I need it.
Damn. Okay.
Honestly. You see it. It's-
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the older Vipers, like the Dodge Vipers.
So nice, man.
Yeah, it's sleek and
Honestly.
yeah, I like that.
That's the dream for me. But a more realistic one would probably also be a Tesla. Maybe one day.
How much are these AMG GTs? Oh, okay.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure they're pretty expensive, but I've not really looked at the price too much because it's a little bit out of my budget right now as well.
I just
Sounds
saw
like-
so many
sounds like
zeros. I'm gonna close
Yeah.
out. Okay.
I'm not really trying to crush my dreams just yet. So,
Yeah.
yeah, not yet. Maybe in like a couple of years when I want to crush them, I'll check the price. But for now, we're chilling.
Yeah.
For now, we're chilling.
Yeah, I've never been much of a car person either. Like I've never
Yeah.
like I'm in Mike's boat where it's been a Lamborghini for ever since Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition came out on the PS2.
Oh my god.
When you finish the story mode, you get a Lamborghini Murcielago, and
Oh my God.
ever since I saw that car in a burnt orange color, I've known I need that car. But it's obviously
Really?
super expensive. I don't even know if they make Murcielagos anymore.
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I have no idea if they do.
Yeah.
Because as you have both said, not really a car person either.
Right.
But I was just curious. I was a little bit curious, not gonna lie. I never actually played the Midnight Club game you talked about. I only played Midnight Club Los Angeles, I think. That
okay.
was the game I started on.
They're very similar.
So good.
Oh,
So good, honestly.
so good. I would love
Underrated.
for Rockstar to
That's a game that should
make a
come out
new
now.
Midnight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, that game was so underrated. I don't know. Like, hardly anyone played it. At least where I'm from, hardly anyone played it.
Yeah,
So good.
Los Angeles, I don't think was that big, but I'm pretty sure Midnight Club 3 did pretty good numbers. Like
Yeah,
I would
most
say
likely.
I would say that game did pretty well.
Dude.
Okay, fair enough.
We're
Fair
in
enough,
need
fair
of
enough.
a good, like, think of how fun a racing would. I mean, I know they still make Need for Speed, but like Midnight
Yeah,
Club.
Need for Speeds are a bit recently they're a bit I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
No, you're right.
Like, yeah, I think the one that came out like 3 years ago, and I just wasn't really feeling it that much. It was fun for like a couple of hours, and I'm like, okay, what now?
Exactly.
Yeah, the big racing games these days are like the sim racers, like Forza and Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
But like they're so different than you can't drift around a corner at 300 miles per hour in Forza.
So dumb.
No,
that's what.
No, you can't.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the kind of stuff I want to do. In Midnight Club and Burnout, those were like my two growing up. I loved those games.
Burnout was so good. Did you guys play the remastered one that came out recently? On like, I think it came out on PC, right?
Yes, it did.
I think. Did you guys play it?
John did, I think.
No, I didn't actually. No, I got the original Burnout people made a new game called Dangerous Driving. I played that, but I didn't play Burnout
Paradise?
Remastered. Paradise, yeah, I didn't play that.
Okay, fair enough.
Those games are fun, but so toxic because you could just explode like after you crash and fuck up everyone behind you. But I love it.
Really? Oh,
It's
honestly, I'm kind of in the mood to do that right now.
Honestly,
But I don't have any of those games, so it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, they're making
gonna
a
happen.
Dangerous Driving 2, but the first one just kind of came and went, and I don't know, it doesn't really have like the backing or the budget like a Need for Speed or whatever. So it seems like hopefully 2 does better than the first one did, but I'm not getting my hopes up. It was a great game, but just you can't even find a race online anymore because nobody plays it, and
Really?
yeah, it's sad.
Oh, that's a shame. I hate when that happens to games. Like, some games die out so fast. It breaks my heart.
Especially now.
Like,
Yeah,
bro,
especially
nowadays people jump from one game to another like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like, did you guys play Splitgate when it came out?
yeah.
Splitgate was so much fun for like
Yeah.
3
2
days. Yeah,
We
2 or 3
did.
2 or
days.
3 days, and then literally silence. No
Never
one played
heard
it.
from it again.
Totally.
No, I was looking at
disappeared.
it. I was looking at it on Twitch one day recently.
Oh,
6
God.
viewers.
Wow.
6 viewers total on the
Damn.
whole category.
Dude.
It came and it went.
Yeah.
And it went faster than it came.
Yeah.
It was
Thanos snapped the shit out of that game.
literally.
Yeah, because all you saw everywhere, every Twitter post, every gaming article was Halo meets Portal and this crazy new first-person shooter that's taking over Twitch, and then it was literally gone, like you said.
Literally just there, and then it isn't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
That happens with a lot of games nowadays. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
It would be a shame. It would be a huge shame to see it happen to Fall Guys. But one thing that they've got is, like, I'm not gonna lie, this might sound a little bit stupid, but their Twitter admin
yes,
Yeah.
is doing so much for the game.
yes.
So much. Like, the game stayed relevant for so, like, how long has it been? Like a month already since it came out?
I think
Probably.
so.
Like
Yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Something like that. The game is still way more relevant than it would have been if the admin wasn't as great as he is. And like, I enjoy the game a lot, but I definitely think they do need to add way more maps.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Like,
Yeah,
I know there's more maps coming in season 2,
yep.
but season 2 is still like ages away. It's still like under like what, 2 or 3 weeks away,
At least.
which it might not seem like that long, but that's like half of how long the game's been out already. You know, like it's quite a long time.
Yeah, we were actually talking about the same thing. Like, I know it's like a lot to ask for, but luckily the game doesn't have to be balanced like crazy or whatever. Like, it's pretty
Yeah.
much you get what you get. So the only new content they're gonna be having is skins and maps. So if they at least came out with like a map or two like every other week, I feel like that'd be way better than just dropping like
Yeah.
a batch on people like a season.
Yeah, I definitely think so. As well.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about like the season pass, battle pass sort of game
I'm
thing
already
they're doing now? Because
I'm already over
I'm
it.
In general
I'm so
or Fall
over it. I
Guys?
hate it. In general.
It
I hate
depends. I think if you have to pay for, if it's free, like what Fall Guys did, probably did it right because you buy the game and then just free content, and the way
Yeah.
that they have it, where like if you win, then you get really cool stuff. So if anyone's done
Yeah,
it
I
right,
think-
probably Fall Guys.
Yeah, I definitely think Fall Guys. I think in my eyes, Fall Guys are probably like the first game to do it right since Fortnite.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, Fortnite popularized it, and now you see it in every single game, and I just don't like it. Like, you see it in Call of Duty,
Yeah.
like you see it, like off the top of my head, I can't think of many more, but like it's literally in every game, and I really don't like it. I really, really don't.
Yeah, because it feels like, so they take the game, they give you the minimal amount of things that you can have in the game, and then they put everything else behind a battle pass. And if you don't grind the hell out of said game, then you're not going to get all the stuff, and then it's gone forever. Like, imagine if you, I think I have like 30 hours on Fall Guys, maybe just under that, and I still haven't completed the battle pass, and we're already talking about season 2. So if you just regular old Joe Schmo that wants to play Fall Guys every now and then for an hour or so, he's going to have nothing to choose from skin-wise because he can't dedicate his life to this game. And that's just one game. What if he also wants to dabble in Call of Duty and dabble in Apex? He's not going to have anything in any of these games. He's just going to have basic-ass blank character. Like, it just seems like a way to get us to grind games or pay to skip the grind, like if you want to buy kudos or whatever.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
You've just got that spot on.
Yeah, I'm over the battle
I really
pass.
don't like anymore. Yeah, I really hope, like, some games, as you did say, some games do it right, but some games just get it so wrong. And I hope it's something that kind of comes and goes, like some of the games. I hope that's something that comes and goes, because, like, if battle passes are in every single game, it's gonna suck a little bit in my eyes. I'm not gonna lie, unless they find a way to get it sorted right and balance it and make it fair for everyone. I don't know, like, just not really feeling them.
Yeah, like Fortnite's battle pass this season, the Marvel thing that they've got going on, that's super cool. But like, it's Marvel, so you know, it's just cool by default, you know. But like you said, Fortnite's pretty much done the battle pass right for a while, but it is also a huge grind. It takes like 80 hours to complete a Fortnite
100%. 100%. It takes so long. Like, I didn't even complete it last season for the first time ever. Yeah, and like, at the start of that season, I was actually like trying to go pro at the game. Like, I got a few like top 2,000 placements or whatever. Wow. Which isn't really good enough to get paid or anything. But there was like 200,000 people like playing in those cups. And then the fact that someone that played the game like competitively, didn't even complete the battle pass.
That's crazy.
Like, that is.
Like, it just shows you that there's just, it's too much of a grind. It really is.
Yeah, and then like sometimes they introduce challenges, like, well, Fortnite does it all the time, obviously, but they have challenges like, if you get 10 kills with a sniper, then you know that helps you with the battle pass more. But then you worry about like, oh, I've got to get a sniper this game so I can complete this challenge, and then you do worse. Like, let's say you're not feeling sniping today, or you don't want to get any explosive kills. So like, because I need to get this grenade kill, I threw 10 grenades at this guy and didn't kill him. Whereas if without the challenge, I would have just lasered him with my Scar or something and got the easy kill. So sometimes like, it makes you think about challenges more, but I don't know, because challenges are cool too. Like, it depends, because it makes people play the game differently and it might keep it more fresh.
Yeah, I like the challenges that are actually like satisfying and rewarding to do. Whereas a lot of the challenges nowadays are done so wrong. Like, they're just boring grinds that like you just want to get done to get them over and done with, but you don't actually enjoy doing them.
Yeah.
Like, Fortnite used to do that all the time. They're like, you gotta find 6 gnomes all across the map. And you're like, why the fuck do I give a shit about a gnome?
Literally.
I gotta Google this.
Literally. And you literally sit there on YouTube watching guides on where they all are.
Yeah. Like, how is that fun? Jinx.
That's all drink a Coke.
It's not.
Yeah, or like you have to land at this keyboard so you can play Beethoven's Ninth on it while everyone else is trying to kill each other.
Yeah, literally. And half the people are also trying to kill you while you do it. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
All right, I drank Coke.
Speaking of Fall Guys Twitter.
Coke, so I did it.
Wait, sorry, what'd you say, man?
Yeah? You said to drink Coke, so I did it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
But Fall Guys Twitter, so we're recording this Monday, August 31st. And just about an hour or two ago, their big charity donation thingy that they've been running on Twitter for the past couple weeks for a donation to get a skin in the game. All the money will go towards the special effect charity. And at the last minute, Mr. Beast, Ninja, G2 Esports, and Aim Lab all came together to donate 1 million big ones to give to Fall Guys and special effects. So I thought that was really, really cool.
That's honestly so nice of them. Like, like, they didn't have to do any of that. And in fact, like, I really like that from Fall Guys once again. Like, because the game's got hype around it and everything, like, they decided to do a charity event, whereas I don't think any other game's like done that.
Right.
Like, and it's like they work together, because the charity event, like, the money's going to a good cause. Once again, it also popularized Fall Guys even more, because everyone was talking about the charity event and everyone donating.
Yep.
So it's honestly, it's really smart and nice from them. I really like that a lot.
Yeah, and it's like I saw a couple of people, like nothing can ever be great for everybody, right? So I saw a couple of comments that said like, well, of course they were able to donate $1 million. A bunch of rich guys teamed up and did it. It's like, well, yeah, it's for charity, so that's awesome.
Well, yeah,
like how can you can't hate this? Everything about it is awesome. It's like crazy. Imagine being Ninja and you have a skin in Fortnite and Fall Guys. Like that's pretty crazy.
That's crazy, honestly.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And I was seeing people like in the replies. Like it's literally going for charity, right? And people in the replies were like, "Oh, if Ninja gets a skin, I'm not gonna play the game anymore."
I saw that.
Really?
Yeah,
dude.
You're not gonna play a game because Ninja got a skin because he paid for charity.
Yeah.
The amount of hate that Ninja gets, like, and I was looking through the announcement where they said that they're gonna collab for the $1 million dono or whatever, and like all the comments were like W, like this is cool, whatever, and I'm just like, this is what it takes for Ninja to get like some positive like support. Like anything else that this dude posts, like a video or any tweet,
it's terrible.
Just he gets so much hate, and I mean
so much. I honestly, I really don't think it's warranted.
No.
Obviously the guy's not like, he's done some things that are maybe questionable to some people, right? But for the most part, he's really genuine. Like he cares about his viewers, he cares about his community, he cares about gaming in general, and he popularized gaming quite a lot, and like made it. He brought it to the mainstream. He brought gaming to the mainstream. Like you can't even say he didn't, because he was the first one to actually like break the barrier between like artists and gamers like playing together, and like just celebrities in general. Like you never saw celebrities gaming or streaming or anything before Ninja and like Drake collabed, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as that happened, like a bunch of artists started getting into streaming. They started collabing. They started gaming with other streamers, and it's just nice to see. Yeah, everyone still has so much hate for him. Like I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, Ninja was on Ellen, and he had an ESPN special about him. So it's like, I'm sure 95% of the hate is because people like are mad at him because he became a big celebrity playing video games, and they play video games all the time and haven't gotten that status or anything like that.
Right.
It's literally just, it all stems from jealousy.
Yeah. But I hate just throwing like the jealousy excuse around, but it's gotta be,
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, for humans, it's natural for us to get jealous of some things, right? But it's what you do with that jealousy that really sets us apart. Like, someone will get jealous of, like, say, Valkyrie for doing this, and they'll instead turn that jealousy into hard work and actually trying to succeed and get to where she is and turn it into, like, positivity.
Exactly.
Whereas a lot of people, once again, see Valkyrie as successful, and because they're not, they'll go and hate on her and waste their energy on that.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't get it at all, honestly.
Yeah, and these people are breaking down barriers, so then, like, now it's not going to be so crazy. Like, let's say Dr. Disrespect is obviously one of the biggest streamers in the world too. So like he could eventually cross that line and become like a mainstream star, and then eventually it'll be normalized, and then that only helps everybody. Like high tides raise all ships, So it's like, it's just that brings more people to Twitch. Let's say you're averaging 5 viewers, like, and then Ninja brings another 500,000 people to the platform. Well, some of them might watch you, and that's going to help you too because of what Ninja did or Valkyrie did, or name any massive streamer, it just brings more eyes to you.
Yeah, and also they remove a lot of the negative stigma from gaming and streaming. Like if you said to someone like 10 years ago, I want to stream for a career, they would have laughed at you. And I know that because I did start 10 years ago and I did get laughed at.
Wow.
Because I started with Modern Warfare 2 with a HD PVR. And
that's great.
I did get I didn't get laughed at, but I'd keep my channel secret. And whenever people found out about them, I'd get embarrassed and I'd stop uploading and just stop because it was like frowned upon back in the day to do that. Whereas nowadays, if you tell someone like you want to do streaming as your career, some people, once again, the barriers are still getting broken. So some people are going to be like, what do you think you're doing? But a lot of people will be like, oh, that's really cool. Like, what's your channel? I'll drop you a follow or whatever. Like, people, like, it's turned around a lot in the last few years. And I think the popular streamers are, like, a huge part of that actually happening. So it sucks to see a lot of them getting a lot of unwarranted hate.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially when the creator's like actually a good person. Like no one's perfect. Everyone's gonna say, like, I've said shit probably that could have got clipped out of context where like I was mocking somebody or whatever, Like
100%. I think we all have.
Yeah, like I remember you did that as a test, and then it like back.
Yeah, exactly. So I said something bad about Mandalorian and Disney Plus, right? I'm not sure if you saw this, Stadium.
Fuck that show. I know.
I literally said like, what are you doing subbing to Disney Plus? Like, sub to me instead. Like, I don't stand for Disney Plus fandom or whatever. Sub to me instead. Like, you're obliged to sub to me. And we purposely clipped it out of context. I had people joining my Discord and harassing me, calling me ungrateful in that. Yeah,
crazy.
And it was literally out of context. Like 2 seconds later, after that clip, I'm like, do you guys think that'll work? Do you guys think that'll work?
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. It worked.
That's so funny.
Jeez,
it's crazy. And okay, I'm gonna like start rambling now. But what do you guys think of Twitter cancel culture? Right? Because
this could be a long pod.
No, because it's like, obviously, started a bit of a controversial one, haven't I? I've started a bit of a controversial one.
It's okay.
But what I'm trying to get at is like, nowadays, with social media and everything, people don't let each other grow past their mistakes.
Right.
You know?
Yep. You're
Someone,
done.
like, people make mistakes 6-7 years ago, and they come to light, and people will, like, absolutely destroy them for it. Whereas, like, I can almost guarantee you none of those people are doing that stuff nowadays. You know, they've grown past those things.
Right.
And they've changed and grown out of it, you know? Matured, learned. Like, 99% of the time, that's what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I get some things obviously cannot be excused ever, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I feel like, there is a line. But for the most part, I feel like cancel culture is just so toxic and just, like, it doesn't let people grow past their mistakes.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know if we're in like a phase or if it's gonna just get worse or continue to be like the same. But times have changed so much, like since I've been in high school, just words that were used, the way people acted.
100%.
And, you know,
100%.
There's stuff that I posted where I just was talking, I was maybe quoting a song or just something stupid where it could like come off wrong. And like, I don't know, it just sucks because like the whole mob mentality. I think a lot of the people that do like face that cancel culture thing, like, I don't know the full story, but there was that YouTuber, the girl, what's her name, Jenna or something?
Jenna Marbles, I think. Yeah, I don't know the story of that either, but I somewhat heard about it.
Yeah.
But I'm really not too sure.
Yeah, so I'd have to read into it more, but there's just like certain situations where the person, what they did was like not even that bad, but I think a lot of people kind of let the cancel culture get to them, and I think there's certain people that don't give a fuck, and they kind of just are like, well, that was a long time ago, why do you care, like I'm different, and then just move on. And I think if people dealt with it like that, then it wouldn't be, because like people that give in and they make this whole apology video, and like the thing that they did wasn't even that bad, like multiple people have done it, or it was like a small mistake. I don't know.
Once again, like there's like a fine line, right?
Exactly.
But once again, it's like, once someone takes accountability for their actions, right? And you can see that they've grown past it. Nowadays, people will keep putting them down and keep destroying them, or absolutely destroy their character. Even if, you know, you can see that they're a different, changed person now. You know? Yeah,
you just have to ignore those people then. Like, let's say, for example, let's say you're a streamer, I'll say, and then you do something very minor that gets you canceled. You know, we're not talking about like felonies or anything like that. Just something a little minor that causes an uproar on the internet for a day. And then like maybe go away for a day, a couple days, few days, whatever it is, and then just keep going. And then if it was really that minor, then people move on to the next thing that they want to cancel or get outraged about or excited about or whatever, just the new big news topic, whatever it is. And then you just kind of keep on going. And if you had a fan base, so you might have lost some or whatever. And then, you know, like you keep going. And if someone keeps harassing you, then just block them. Like if it's bad enough, like maybe you can apologize for it. That's fine. But that doesn't mean you have to just completely stop and go away. Like, just do it. Like, some people take it so far where, like, they try to find your boss and contact them so you get fired and shit. So now you're getting fired because you said something negative about this group of people. That's probably not going to make you say, wow, they were really right. You know, I am sorry. That's going to probably make you even more hateful because you said one wrong sentence 10 years ago and now you lost your job over it. It's like, I'd probably be pretty hateful.
I didn't actually think of it like that. I didn't actually think of it like that, but that's actually a great way of thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, like instead of just like, getting canceled or whatever, then instead let's open up a dialogue. Let's talk, explain why. Maybe I already know, like, I said that shit 10 years ago and I would punch myself in the face if I could, Now I would never say that. I would never think that. Let's all move on. I'm grown. And then I'm sorry I said it then, but now this is who I am and let's move on. All is well. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a great way of thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that happens on Twitter. I just like...
Yeah,
I'm just
a lot of stuff happens on Twitter, and I just ignore it. I just ignore it. Like I make sure I feed my energy into the right stuff.
Yeah,
like people that deserve it, and all that negative stuff on Twitter. I just ignore. I scroll past. I pretend I didn't see it.
Yeah, like a lot of times people will like shove their opinion in your face, and if you disagree, then you're a terrible person, and it could be about pizza or some dumb shit.
Yeah,
and
literally.
With that stuff, I either mute the person or I just keep scrolling and move on. But it's just like
the mute function is so nice.
The best, man. Mine's probably broken.
Nice.
Yeah, my muted accounts list and my muted phrases list grows by the week.
Yeah,
like,
really.
Yeah, and then you just eventually you just tailor it to like you can tailor your Twitter or your social media to what you want to see. And and then that's it. If you don't like how someone's talking, then mute them, and that's it. And then if you, hey, people keep bringing this up, so I'm gonna mute that phrase, and then that's it, man. Let's move on.
Yeah. I'll usually like mute somebody, let it nice like simmer and marinate, and then like after a couple of months, I'm just like I'll check back in, and if the first tweet I see pisses me off again, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna follow them or block them, and then but
like I don't really mute people for the most part. But anytime I see a tweet that's like those tweets, like the things that annoy me most are like song lyric shout outs where someone will shout out 40 people in like a thread of 3 tweets.
Oh my god!
I think that shout out actually benefits someone.
Yeah.
If I see one of those, you're getting muted 100%. I'm sorry.
See, I'm not popular on Twitter, so I don't have to deal with that. But I can see why that would be really annoying.
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
It used to be way more popular like a year or two ago when I first started. Everyone was just like, here are 10 streamers or here are 50 streamers you need to follow. And then a thread. Literally. And then your notifications are getting blown the fuck up because one person said thank you and then the other person said you're welcome. And then it starts a conversation about their dog or something. Yeah, and you're just like...
It's just like, and no one actually benefits from it. No one benefits from it.
No one's going to go and click on all 50 of those people and follow them.
No, of course not. And if they do... They're not interested in your content. They're just following everyone.
You're right.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, they're the worst.
Yeah. Like, I'm a fan of 50 new people today. That's cool. Like, that's not good.
That's cool.
That's not
okay, now, name one thing each one of them does.
Yeah. They play Fortnite.
He streams. She streams.
Yeah.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
That's it. But like,
it's so bad.
One of the most annoying things, I don't know if you ran into this problem or not, Maddie, but I'm sure you've had like a tweet that got like a lot of interaction, a lot of likes, something like blew up. Say it got like a couple thousand likes or whatever. And some random person you never seen in your life will comment just their Twitch link and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
it's toxic.
Okay. So I'm like not switching the conversation, but it's on a similar topic, right? One thing I saw recently, right? Someone will leave an organization. Someone will leave like an org, right?
God, yeah.
And in the replies, you see, oh, that's freed up a space for me, guys. I'm grinding for this org.
Dude, I love that, though. That's actually pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Like, I see that on my Twitter. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
So bad. It pains me.
I'm going to do that on my ult.
Oh, no, there's a space for me. Let's go. Like, no.
I'm grinding for Lucid Entertainment. Shout out to Assistant.
That's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff that people will do under posts.
People, it's crazy. And let's be real, if an org is interested in you, it doesn't free up a space if someone leaves.
Right.
No space is being freed up. It's not like we're only allowed 6 streamers and no more. It's not how it works. If you're worth it, they'll pick you up. No one has to leave. No one has to get kicked for you to get picked up.
How many times a day do you see these two type of tweets? You see read, this is what happened, read, or I left at whatever, read.
Yeah.
Or the other one could be the signed a contract gif.
Yeah.
Like those two are crazy, dude.
Oh, the GIF just you see it all the time.
All the
you
time.
See it all the time. Literally, you could do a test right now, right? You could literally do a test. Tweet out that GIF. It'll do well.
Yeah.
It'll do well.
Always.
It always, every single time. And a lot of people abuse that GIF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
the Denzel Washington gif. If you click on the one of him going back and holding his heart, like he was nervous that something was going to happen. If a person is trending, click on them, click on that trend, guaranteed it'll be someone said, I saw ElectricityWave trending and my heart stopped or something, like because they think that they died or something bad happened.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington gif, I see it 5 times a day, and I don't even like click on trends anymore. Really, it's like that's just
there's like 5 GIFs that just get overused on Twitter all the time.
The Drake clapping one.
Yeah, let's go.
That one
That one. I can't even say anything bad about that because I've used that one a lot.
That one's good. It's just it's been used.
It's so overused. It really, really is.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the "Do you do this or are you normal?" tweets. I see that
so many of them.
billion times now. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Do you breathe or are you normal?
It's trends.
I'll see shit like that. Do you eat food or are you normal? Like,
No, I'm normal. I starve.
Right.
like, come on, dude.
It's
Please,
like it's just trends. It's just trends on Twitter. Like that in 3 days that'll disappear and it'll be something completely different. Someone will copy and paste a stick man and say one thing, and then underneath it'll be 2 stick men. It'll be something different. And that'll be the new format for a week, and it just keeps moving and moving.
Yeah.
The amount of tweets that get stolen on Twitter are insane. Like
Astronomical.
Oh my God. So many.
Oh my god!
So many.
Just word for word. Like they don't even change it a little bit or insert their name.
They don't even remove a full stop. Like it's just copy, paste, send. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
Like damn, Twitter's about to be easy. Because you could just go to one of those like meme accounts, like one of the popular ones, and literally just have the same account and like grow like crazy.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's hard out there, man.
It's not good. Not if you're copying tweets, it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not hard if you're copying tweets.
True.
To do well.
Yeah.
True.
It's hard in the streets of Twitter.
Like,
That's why it's nice, like for certain, like you can copy streamer ideas on Twitch, but like it's still so different. Same with YouTube.
Yeah.
Like you're never gonna have the exact same editing or graphics or personality. So like that's what's nice about those. With Twitter, it's literally just a text. So
it's text,
But Twitter's my favorite probably to use. What about you?
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Like Facebook and Instagram, I'm never on those.
Never.
I think it sucks because as a content creator, I really should use them more. Not Facebook, not Facebook.
Yeah.
But like, I think my last upload to Instagram was in April.
Dude.
Not even gonna lie to you.
Is Instagram not the biggest waste of time for like anyone trying to grow?
I really think it is. Like, a lot of people like Instagram for growth, but
What do
Instagram is
what
one
do
of
they know?
the worst. Like, I don't know. Instagram is one of the worst for getting traffic over to other platforms.
Yeah.
Like, I saw this thing where a model with 1 million followers brought out her own merch line. And she sold 13 pieces of merchandise.
Oh my god.
crap.
1 million followers.
That's terrible.
right.
ElectricityWave could do better than
The
that.
Instagram,
Easy.
That was me.
Instagram
That was
audience
good.
just doesn't care. The Instagram audience just doesn't care. They scroll through, they'll like your photo, keep it moving, you know? That's all it is.
Damn, 13.
13.
It makes
like-
me wonder though, because a lot of accounts on Instagram buy followers. I'm not saying she did, but like a lot of cases, people will buy the Instagram
Yeah, people
followers.
at my school bought followers. People at my school bought followers, I know.
That makes no sense.
No, it really doesn't. It doesn't. It's like follow for follow.
What do you think?
Follow for follow.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
What do you think the best platform is for a streamer right now?
YouTube.
Yeah?
100% YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah. If you can grow on YouTube, you're doing so well. You're doing so well. Because with YouTube, people build like a bond with you in a way. Like
Yeah.
if people really enjoy your YouTube videos, they'll try find you elsewhere.
Right.
They'll try find you elsewhere. On Instagram, if they like your selfie, they're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to watch him on Twitch now because he uploaded a selfie.
Right.
It's no. In YouTube, the YouTube algorithm is incredible. Like, once you learn it,
Yeah.
I've not got personal experience with that yet. But like
feel
once
ya.
you learn the YouTube algorithm, like you can get recommended. Like your videos do so well, and that's like another thing about TikTok, that TikTok should be good, right? TikTok should be good, but for the most part, it doesn't. Like the audience doesn't come across. The audience just really doesn't come across. Like unless you upload like something from your content on TikTok, right? Like something that strictly relates to your content, people might be like, oh, okay, I can see more of that on Twitch. But a lot of the time, TikTok just doesn't do it. Because once again, people are just laying in bed, scrolling on their phone.
Yeah, I feel
watching
that.
TikToks, you know?
And
whereas I think YouTube is the best for it.
Yeah, probably conversion rate. YouTube's probably the best. TikTok's been really good to me recently. Yeah, like I don't have a crazy amount of followers or anything, but
your TikToks do well though.
Yeah, they've been, you know, I'm starting to learn a little bit like my niche, because every fucking streamer knows that. Like, what the fuck, niche? Like, I'm just a guy.
Niche.
Yeah. What the fuck can I do? You know, I don't have any talent. I have zero talent. So literally, the only thing that value I can give is like what I can say. But like, yeah, I don't know. TikTok's been pretty good. Like a lot of people, TikTok, like the people from TikTok are so like, I don't know, they're just so chill, and like streaming so new to them. So like they come into a stream and like you're the only streamer they know. So like they're not hopping in other streams. Like, I don't know. Like I guess once you start to get it like a roll on TikTok, and then something about it is like once your TikTok start to do well, you start to get in the For You page a lot more. Like this crazy thing happened the other like 2 weeks ago where I was streaming. This guy that found me from TikTok has been in a couple streams. A guy that found me through the directory came in, and he was just like, what's up, whatever. The original guy was like, oh, your new TikTok, like that. I saw, you know, that was on my For You page. It was really good or whatever, this and that. And the guy that found me from Twitch was like left for a second. Like I didn't see him. 5 minutes later, he's like, dude, you're on my For You page. And he doesn't follow me. I was like, what?
Really?
So like, yeah, it was really weird how like TikTok can do that.
That's actually really cool. Okay. See, I didn't really know that. I know quite a few people do well when they do it well on TikTok. Like I've seen it happen with quite a few people.
Yeah.
But like I'm really not too sure. Like I'm still not really too sure about TikTok. Like I feel like it definitely has to be like super relevant to your content for the conversion rate to be high.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely does, because I think when you use like certain hashtags, like it shows you to other people that usually watch the same hashtags or the same type of content. So you know, eventually you might, I mean, there's so many people making videos, but if you just stay consistent with it, I think TikTok rewards it. But I agree with YouTube too. Like the biggest thing I learned with YouTube is understanding how to like title a video, how to present, like you kind of got to like, it's like a present. You got to have really nice wrapping, a nice interesting title, thumbnail, and then putting in that extra like research notes and editing, you know, to like make it the best it can be, and just being consistent. And
100%. Like quite a lot of the time, the wrapping is more important than the actual content itself. Like
at least for being
if you make your video look nice and clickable, people will click on it. It doesn't have to be the best video ever, but people will watch through it, or they'll at least, you know, they'll at least be interested in it. You know, you just have to pique people's interest right away.
Yeah.
You really, really do.
Every single streamer that I legitimately enjoy watching, I found through YouTube. So I can, that's, as someone who doesn't watch streams that much, I can vouch for your theory of YouTube being the best, because because like, you know, you can upload really long form content onto YouTube. So it's like, well, I just watched this guy talk about this topic for 45 minutes and he kept entertaining the whole time. Oh, he streams too? Like if I can watch him talk for 45 minutes, then I can watch him talk for a stream, you know, just like have it on while I'm doing something else or whatever. Like because then you know that they're good at long form content. Maybe if they might be great at making a 10-second TikTok, but that doesn't mean that they can keep my attention for 2 hours on Twitch.
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Yeah, so
that's a huge thing. Like
it seems like a totally
I'm
different
not sure
scale.
if you guys know, but like the Vine stars that used to do really well on Vine back in the day, when they moved to YouTube, they were so bad because they're just not funny for 10-minute videos. Like they'll post something funny, right, on Vine, it'll do well because it's short. Yeah. Right? Obviously Vine doesn't exist anymore, but it's TikTok now.
Right.
But then they'll go to YouTube and it'll just be boring. It'll just be bad. And like quite a few examples, quite a few of them still do really well, but their content started off so dry. And if they didn't have that Vine audience, then they wouldn't have blown up the way they did.
Yeah. I think a lot of people that try to move from like TikTok or Vine to YouTube, because it's such short, like defined content, I think they make the mistake of trying to switch to long. I think they should continue with their, the same, like the same structure and capture the audience, and then maybe try something new, but they'll just totally try to be a YouTuber. It's like, whoa, wait, like you were a Viner, like you got to learn this game and, work your way up before you get to that point.
Maybe like filter in the longer content.
Yeah.
Maybe filter in, but don't just like completely give up on your other content. Like, like once again, someone will switch platform, like they'll switch from Vine to YouTube. Or obviously, we'll use TikTok now. They'll switch from TikTok to YouTube and they'll stop uploading to TikTok. It's like, well, no, like just keep doing TikTok, but then make YouTube your main focus and bring those people over to YouTube.
Right.
Don't just quit because you're starting something else.
Yeah.
And,
you gotta
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like with like a platform like TikTok, you just don't know if it's gonna be around. YouTube has been such a staple in social media and just the internet that like that would want to be your main focus to move everyone there. So
100%. Like, YouTube is never gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
YouTube's one thing that's never gonna go anywhere. I think to this day it's either the top or second top like used website on the internet.
Maybe behind Facebook or Google. I don't know. I think
it's either first or second behind Google. It's one of those, but people use YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I use it too. I use YouTube all the time. I don't go off it.
Yeah.
I don't go off it. Like I'll be gaming, I'll have a YouTube video playing. I'll be gaming, I'll listen to a podcast, I'll watch someone play through this. Like that's the thing. And on YouTube, you usually get people's best moments, right?
Yeah.
Like on YouTube, you're going to be 100% entertained. Whereas on Twitch, that's like the difference of streaming.
Yeah.
With streams, you often have to wait for something like really good to happen. Those moments will be split up a lot. Whereas on YouTube, you just get the best of the best content, right?
Yeah, that's why they always say not to upload your VODs, but also I think streamers need to understand to like make it into a highlight reel or keep it snappy, like all the funny moments, Don't try to like when you have like that, even just like a minute of just kind of dead air or like you're trying to get somewhere. Like I feel like you got to find a way to keep the viewer entertained, because there's that recommended 100%. To the right. They could just keep going and click on another video. So
yeah, exactly. 100% agree with that.
Yeah, you could definitely take like, let's say you stream for 4 hours, then just make like 10, 15, 20 minute highlight reel of that stream and then make that interesting. And then cause some people might like to watch those, but they don't have 4 hours or they don't, like if they're like, I like ElectricityWave's content, for example, but let's say I only have 5 minutes and, I might tune in and these 5 minutes might not be as exciting as the next 5 minutes, or they might be. So like, but if I know he uploaded this clip, not that ElectricityWave isn't, super entertaining 100% of the time, but like, let's say he posts a highlight reel on YouTube, then it's like, okay, well this 5 minutes, I know he clipped out like the good stuff. So so I have time to watch that, and you can listen to music on YouTube, like what Maddie said. It's something you could stay on YouTube literally all day playing something different. If like Twitter or TikTok, you're like actively scrolling through it, and it's totally different. So I think YouTube is fantastic.
Like, have you ever just been on YouTube and you're just clicking through recommend and you just go down into a spiral of videos that you never would have ever been interested in, but they just keep your interest. And 3 hours later, we'll be watching a kangaroo fighting a lion. Because why not? Because it looked interesting. In a recommended video for some reason. And you stay on the platform. They have everything to keep you there.
Who do you think would win in a fight, by the way? Unless you saw the video.
Oh, kangaroo.
You really?
No, not the kangaroo, sorry. It wasn't a kangaroo. It was a giraffe, sorry. It was a giraffe.
A giraffe. Giraffe versus kangaroo?
Giraffe. No, giraffe versus lion.
Oh.
The giraffe just...
Damn.
Just one stomp. Giraffes are so strong, it's crazy.
They're massive too.
Yeah. And lions' moves are always to go for the throat, and you can't really do that with a giraffe.
He's got a long ass target though, that throat.
No, literally the giraffe just one kick. It's crazy.
God damn.
It's you would never think it. But they're so strong.
Giraffes are
it's crazy.
Wait, have I ever seen what?
Have you ever seen two giraffes fight each other?
Yeah,
Dude,
that shit's
they
sick.
literally swing their necks and heads at each other, and it's like headbutts versus headbutts.
Do they actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like two giant batons swinging at each other.
Dude, I love giraffes. They're like slowly becoming my favorite animal.
They're so dope.
They're
so cool.
They're so interesting. They're like probably the closest thing we have to dinosaurs right now.
Yeah.
Would they be? Yeah, I think so.
Maybe
They're huge,
like the
man.
I forgot what it's called. It started with a P, I think. The super long neck dinosaurs. They're like super similar to those. The fucking I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a dinosaur person.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I was gonna say a pterodactyl. That shit flies. No. I don't know. I can't remember what it'd be. Oh wait, birds are the closest ones to dinosaurs, right? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's true.
I'm pretty sure birds are the closest we've got to dinosaurs
Scientifically.
right
like DNA
Platypus?
wise
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Dinosaurs?
sure.
I don't know.
Back to YouTube really quick. I wanted to say, and another thing is
Yeah.
getting down the rabbit hole of eventually you find a giraffe fighting a lion. When you find
Yeah.
a new channel that you never heard of, and then you found out that they've been uploading clips
Bro.
regularly for the past 2 or 3 years, you're like, oh
Bro.
shit, man! Clear the week, bro. I got content to watch.
Literally, it's the best. You just binge watch all of their stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the dream to be that channel though for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Someone randomly stumbles upon
One
Chillin
day.
for Our Lives on episode 47. And then they're like, you mean there's
I gotta
46
start with number
other
one.
ones?
Hell yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be that's sick. I love that. Like that's the nice thing about YouTube because with like Twitch, your VODs are gone after 30 days. So like
Yeah.
plus who's gonna watch?
If you don't have Twitch Prime, they disappear after 2 weeks. Mine
Oh,
disappear
wow.
after 2 weeks.
Really?
Like if you have Twitch Prime or Twitch Turbo, like then they can keep them for longer. I think with Turbo you can keep them for like half a year.
oh
I
damn,
think.
That
But
sounds right.
without it, mine disappear after 2 weeks.
damn, that's actually fast.
Crazy. Yeah. Like
Like,
if you don't clip it and get everything out
That's
there,
what I say. Yeah,
it's gone.
you know that they changed the clip thing recently. I'm sure you saw it.
Did they?
Yeah, well, you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can have it where only followers can clip, only subs, or just or everyone or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. That could be huge. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when I was playing Apex when I was just starting off, a troll came into my chat.
Oh god.
Right? And he instantly, nowadays that can't happen. But I had a fairly new Discord channel set up, everything, Discord server. He instantly joined with an ! Discord, and he joined our comms. And he started saying really bad stuff, like POS stuff in the comms. And then he went and clipped it,
Oh,
right?
What an
God.
idiot!
Then went and clipped it to get me in trouble.
Fuck that guy.
That can't happen nowadays, but yeah. So having like followers or
Yeah.
subs only clip stuff for you.
Yeah.
Like subs only, it's a bit of a touchy subject, right? Because you don't want people to have to pay to
Paywall,
clip
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
pay
you
to
don't
clip
wanna-
my content. That sounds so
Right?
cocky. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's
Yeah.
like when people have their VODs for subs only.
Right.
That hurts. Like that happens to me with like Booga. You know Booga on Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah, his VODs are sub only, and like I'll watch one of his clips. I'm like, oh my god, I was watching the stream earlier. Let me show you this. Let me quickly go to the VOD. Oh, you have to sub.
Yeah, like why is he so
And-
special where he thinks that you have to pay to watch his videos?
Right.
It's like I think he's at that stage where he, like it doesn't really care.
Yeah.
But I feel like putting your VODs behind a paywall is such a weird thing to do because you're
Yeah, it's
stopping
bad.
other people from advertising your content and watching
Yeah.
your content. You know.
Yeah.
Like, because as I said, I was gonna send his VOD, like that highlight for someone to watch, and I can't even get there. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a troll problem. Maybe something bad happened, and he was
Yeah.
like, "I'm not even gonna deal with this anymore." So
Yeah, you
maybe
never know.
I don't know.
You never know. But I really like how they've got that functionality for clips now.
It's a good idea for exactly the story that you had. Like someone could, or
Yeah.
those people that create like names that sound racist when you say them out loud.
Yeah.
And so then you
Yeah.
might just slip up and say it, and then you're like, oh shit, and then they clip it, and then you're fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never
actually.
say more than one syllable in someone's like name just in case.
Yeah.
If I question it, I'll say a number.
Yeah.
Like if it's like something racist or whatever, and then like 14, I'm like, "What up, 14?" You know.
Like,
So
you have to be so careful.
yeah,
You have to be so careful. Honestly,
yeah, it's
it's terrible.
so many things
Terrible.
to watch out for, man. Like I get scared
Right?
I get scared to say certain words that are even close to stuff because you just never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I get scared of saying my own name. What's your name? One syllable. Okay, here we go. Matt. It's not my name. It's not my name.
Yeah.
It's close enough, I suppose.
It's close enough, yeah.
Did you want to hop in rapid fire, Sean? Because we're already 55 minutes
Yeah,
in.
I think we should do it.
Okay.
done.
I have a really good one to start out with,
Let's do
if
it.
you don't mind.
Of course.
Okay, so my first one is, if you could make one law involving Twitter, what would it be?
Oh dear.
One law involving Twitter.
That's very
it has to be quick fire, right?
No. You can.
No, yeah. You have to be quick
fire. Just no fault for follow. Just
okay.
No fault for follow.
Dude, nothing makes me lose interest in an account more. Hold on, sorry, real quick. Like, let's say you get followed by a random person, and I'm like, oh, okay, like I might check them out.
Yeah.
And they have 250,000 followers, let's say, but they're following 300,000 people, and their most recent tweet has like 3 likes. Like, fam, if you have 250,000 followers and you have 3 likes on a tweet that you tweeted a day ago, that is clearly. I really hope that you see that you fucked up, because that's bad.
Yeah,
very bad. And there's no reviving that.
Yeah, you have to start.
There's no reviving that. Once people see you with that sort of following and that like ratio, it's like when you see a Twitch partner on 5 views, you're like, why are they on 5 views?
Yeah,
they shouldn't be on 5 views. Like, what's went wrong?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you just heard that throat noise my throat made, but it's like, what went wrong? Like, what went wrong? Like, if 5 people are watching this Twitch partner that used to average over 75 views, like, what happened?
Yep.
Right.
I would assume they botted or they did something.
Like especially people that aren't like too in tune with Twitch, like they'll just assume the worst, you know?
Actually, I used to question the same thing, but someone actually, I don't know if it was a Twitch staff or another partner or something, they explained that you could have the check mark, but it might mean that you're verified and you're not partnered. So it could be a different thing.
So
a pro player, but they never
pro
stream.
players get verified. Yeah.
So, but what would happen to those people that did follow for follow? Would you have any repercussions, like delete the tweet, ban them? Yeah.
I want to change mine. I want to change mine. When people buy verified accounts,
That's illegal.
And then they change the name and everything, and that you're going to jail.
Wow.
Yep.
You're going to jail for that.
Oh, yeah.
For how long? What's the
a month?
Okay.
A month. Nothing too intense, but
enough to get a good workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel you. What about you, Sean?
There's now a limit on the amount of times that a Twitter trend can be used. Like, let's say, like, to call back to the old example, like the or are you normal tweets. You can the or are you normal can only be said in that, like, you know, those words can only be used like that 100,000 times, and after that 100,000 mark, you can't anymore. It's over.
So people gotta wait in line for a trend like Jay's, Jordan's.
Yeah, like you have to be. No, not even waiting in line. Just like let's say one Rihanna, I guess. Let's say Rihanna starts the new Twitter trend, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, man, I'm gonna get likes on this one. It's so funny. I'm in on the joke." And then, but 100,000 people do it, and then it's over. You have to be original now. Like something new has to come along. But if you cross that line, then you lose 10 followers for every, or you lose 100 followers.
What if they didn't know? What if they're on the cusp?
It'll say. It'll let you know.
I'd be waiting to be number 100,000.
You have to
make sure I get the last one out so that it does the best.
Yeah, like it'll let you know, like when you hit the tweet button, a little pop-up will show up, and it'll say these words have been tweeted together 250,000 times. Are you sure you want to go through with this? You will lose 10 followers, and it's impossible for anyone to follow you for the next 48 hours. And then you can decide.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So no one will be able to tweet at me then, because they tweet at me all the time. 100,000 a day.
Yeah, because I think 100,000 is enough, because, you know, like millions and millions of people use Twitter, and I get, like, if you have a group of friends and you say the same jokes over and over, you have inside jokes, it's cool. I get it. So I feel like 100,000 is just lax enough to where we can have our collective little laugh for the day, and then we can all move on.
For mine, I would definitely say anyone that copies a tweet word for word, like if you do that like more than a certain time, because sometimes you might just have the same idea or something, but they should be able to where like Twitter can track if you viewed that profile. So then they know.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah. So if you copy
that's actually so smart. Yeah.
If it happens 3 times, you literally go to jail. Like fuck your Twitter account gets deleted, you go to jail, like you're a criminal, canceled, everything, dude. Because get original, especially if you have content creator in your bio. If you're just a normal just Joe, I mean, do whatever makes you happy. But if you have content creator, you ain't creating shit. So
yeah. One thing that bothers me so much, like some people copy someone's literal emotions. Like someone will tweet out that they're sad and it does well, so they copy that exact wording.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like someone will say, I've been questioning my content a lot and it's been making me really upset. And someone will copy that word for word and tweet it out because they know it's relatable.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking hate people sometimes.
One of these days when I decide to be more toxic, we're going to have a discussion about how people use mental health in a negative way on Twitter.
When they abuse it?
Yeah, but today's not that day.
Yeah.
Today's not that day.
No, it's not. But we'll have that discussion someday.
Okay.
All right, that'll be a solo podcast. I'll be streaming.
Right, when I hit 1 billion streams on Spotify, we'll have that discussion.
Okay.
Because then if I get canceled, fuck it, dude. All right. Mine is, what is the most unusual place you have visited?
The most unusual place I have visited. Okay. Ooh.
It's tough.
All right. Mike, you can start so I can think of mine.
Oh, God.
My podcast now. You're going, not me.
Like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a town or a city or whatever. It could literally be like this creepy ass building or just like anything.
Okay.
Just unusual.
That's a good question, but it's a difficult one.
Yeah, it is. I don't even have an answer for it.
I mean, the easiest answer is just like my thoughts are pretty unusual. But if you're talking about like an actual physical location, I don't really go anywhere. So, I mean, that question I might have to pass.
That might be a first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, mine, I guess it'd be unusual if you're healthy, because when I was little, me and my brother set up a parkour course around the house.
Ooh.
And I fell backwards in a chair and nearly split my head open. Went in an ambulance, which is my big unusual place. And yeah, so I had to go to hospital with suspected brain damage.
Damn.
But you know,
I've been in an ambulance.
Sometimes I think my diagnosis may have been wrong because I'll be saying some stupid stuff.
You might have hit it a little harder than what they originally thought you did.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. Also, when I was little, I stuck a little, I can't remember what it was, into a plug socket and got electrocuted.
Damn.
So yeah, I've had quite a few near-death experiences.
Do you remember what that sensation was like? Like, if you think about it, can you kind of like remember exactly what it felt like?
I have no idea.
Damn.
I have no idea, honestly.
Did you black out?
I think so. I was like 3. I was like 3 years old. Old. Honestly, I have no idea what happened, but I know it did. Mm-hmm. Then, obviously, I've had quite a few near-death experiences. So I was in an emergency landing once.
Yeah.
Which was, that was an experience.
Tell us what happened.
Yeah, what happened with that?
So basically, right, the landing gear wouldn't come out.
Okay.
And we had to circle the airport for over an hour. And then, like, to drop fuel. And then when we were landing, like there was smoke in the cabin. When we landed, there was like 8 different fire engines, ambulances, and everything chasing us down the runway.
It's not funny.
I'm not even kidding.
It is.
Yeah.
And yeah,
they're like, come back! You're just in the air.
So because the landing gear wouldn't come out, so eventually it did, but there was all smoke in the cabin. We had to use the slides. Some people had to jump off the wings. Once we landed, not midair.
This guy's like, I fucking about woo! GTA skydiving.
I'll get my own landing gear. And this guy behind me, this like huge guy, he kept pushing me, right? Like I fell over, I was on the floor and stuff, and he trampled me.
Oh my god.
And then afterwards we confronted him about it. And he was like, oh, I was just trying to help. Oh, he was trying to help, he bolted. I was on the floor, he bolted.
He's being a little punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were like on the news and everything because it was me and my my brother and my sister. We were in the plane, and my mom and my dad were at home, and they were literally watching on the news, like seeing like if we'd land or
Oh
not.
my god, that'd be
Wow.
Yeah, it
terrifying.
must have been so scary. It must have been terrifying, honestly. And then like once we landed, like obviously it was all good.
Right.
But that must have been terrifying to watch, like seeing that we're in that plane and we're circling the airport because the landing gear won't come out. And we're not actually going to Scotland, we're staying in Poland because the flight's too risky. Like, oh, it was something else. It was something else. But that airline doesn't exist anymore. It was with big central
Damn.
wings who don't exist anymore. They went bust shortly after. So
Damn.
yeah.
Have you been on a
Jeez.
flight since then?
Oh, so many.
Oh, okay.
So many. I usually have to go abroad to Poland for like treatment or physio and stuff like that. So I like recently I've not really had any flights. I'm supposed to go on a flight to Poland soon for treatment. But with COVID, it's not really been safe enough for me to do so yet.
Right.
So I'm kind of waiting. But usually, like before I got into streaming, I'd take like 8 to 10 flights every year. So like I couldn't really be too scared to go on a plane because
Right.
I really had no other option.
Right.
Unless we were to drive to Poland, which is like 36 hours to drive.
No, thank you.
So we did do that a few times, but no, it's terrible.
Yeah, not 8 to 10. That's
Yeah.
like almost once a month, 10 times a year. You don't want to do that 10 times a month.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
10 times a
No,
year.
it's not fun. It's not fun. So I actually have a story as well. So I'm rambling. I ramble.
Please
a lot.
do. Please do.
One of the times when we were driving, there was a car crash on the motorway in Germany,
Oh my god.
and it was like 8 cars or something. It was going to be like 20 hours wait or something stupid like that. And we stopped off at the service station. Like we managed to get to the service station, and this taxi driver guy, we started speaking to this taxi driver guy. He had like weed leaves on a little thing, and then his little badge that he's a taxi driver. And he told us he'd take us like around a different route, like a different route. So we could get out of the car crash, like out of the traffic jam. And we followed him. We literally went through like over a grass field, like through some forest and everything.
No way.
And
Damn.
like, yeah, and it was crazy. And then like we got into this little town, and we were obviously following his car, and someone like got in between us. Bro, the guy nearly started fighting them.
Oh my god.
Like he was throwing up his middle finger at them, telling them to like get out of the way and stuff. He was a crazy guy. But
Holy shit.
he did save us like 20 hours of waiting.
So it's totally
So
worth
we
it.
tipped him 10 euros. We tipped him
Damn.
10 euros and went on our way.
Yeah.
Nice.
But now there's a story to tell.
Hell yeah.
That guy was living life.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
What if he was just like a stuntman and he was like filming for a
Imagine.
movie and he just didn't tell you?
Imagine. He didn't look like a stuntman. But then again, I shouldn't be judging a book by its cover. So you never know. He might have been. He might have been.
That'd been sick if he hit a jump over like the Grand Canyon, even though you're in Europe.
Yeah, the Grand,
And
Hell yeah.
the Grand European Canyon.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that'd be
That would
sick.
work.
Damn, I wish I had. Actually, I don't wish I had a story like that. It sounds scary.
Yeah,
Great story,
my
though.
unusual place is not scary or anything. It's just I went to a restaurant once where you had to take your shoes off when you like first get in there. So you have to take your shoes off, and then there's an area. They had like one little section that's more like normal, I guess you could say, where with like tables or booths
Yeah.
or whatever you would typically expect. But then the main section of the restaurant was this huge like open floor area, and then you sat around the outside of it in like a little trough, like a little like
Really?
yeah. So you would set up, and you have like you sit with your party or your whoever you're there with, and then it's just all around this huge open area that acts as a table. And it kind of everyone is just sitting around it, and then they bring you your plate and your drink or whatever. It's like other than that, it was a pretty normal experience, but that was pretty unusual. But it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. They had great food.
Yeah, that does sound pretty unusual. Yeah, I actually do have a somewhat unusual place as well that I just thought of there when you said like a restaurant. Do you guys know who a footballer called Robert Lewandowski is? If you watch soccer, soccer or football, you might know who he is. He's basically like the best footballer in the world this year.
I have not.
And usually he's like top 10. Usually he's like top 10, but this year he's had a crazy year. And I went to a wedding at the same place that he had his.
Wow.
Like this super fancy place, and it was really really cool. It was really cool. There was like fire jugglers outside, like really good meals and everything. It was really cool. It was really cool.
That sounds
It's so
awesome.
So I
annoying.
went to a wedding at the same place that he had his in Poland.
It's so annoying how rich people are just in creative mode. Like they can just do whatever they want. Like, you know,
Right.
jugglers. Like what?
Yeah, like it's
Flaming jugglers at my wedding.
Yeah.
Why not? Right?
Yeah,
Why
hell
not?
yeah.
Why not?
The only
Honestly.
time I would see a guy juggling something flaming would be if he was homeless and I was lost. Like, there's no way I'm paying for that. That's sick.
Yeah, it was an experience, that's for sure.
What was it in though? Like a big ass mansion or open area?
It was. I don't really know how to describe it because it was like a huge white building.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't an open area. There was like a big garden behind it. Like you wouldn't call it a garden, would you? I don't know.
Field?
But it was like like a sort of like a field, where like the fire jugglers were and like all the outdoor activities were. It was like a huge white building. I don't know how you'd really describe it, but it looked really nice. Looked really nice and fancy.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what's your other question?
My other question is, what's the best compliment you've ever received from streaming?
Ooh. So someone that I know always says that I've got like this positive aura around me where like you can just like if you speak to me, like I'll make you smile pretty much. Like it sounds weird or like cocky or whatever, but like whenever like someone's around me, like he says like it's just always good vibes and somehow like I never make anything negative.
Right.
Like I'll keep everything upbeat and just like I don't ever let my demons that I'm dealing with like dictate who I am on the outside, if you know what I mean.
That's a good one.
That is really good. Yeah. For me, one time when I was streaming Guitar Hero, I mentioned something about, I think I was playing like a hard song, and then I mentioned how this other guy, I watched him play the same song on stream a few days ago, and how he just did like so much better than me. And I was like, I don't know why you guys are watching me play this song when you could easily go watch this guy play songs like 20 times harder than me. And a few of like my regulars in the chat were just like, well, yeah, but you know, we're not just here for this, for your game skill. Like you're good, but like we're here for the personality, and we like having chats with you personally. It's not just, we're not just here to watch the guy, like a god at Guitar Hero, you know?
Right.
So
hell yeah, that's what I love to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those ones are the best.
Exactly. Because that's how you grab people. That's how you get those like repeat viewers and your regulars and stuff like that. And then you can like create an actual like relationship with them, and it's pretty cool. So that was just nice to read that they're there for like me. Because, you know, like you're you know, you can work on yourself and try to improve and everything, but at the end of the day, you're still you. You can't change too much about yourself. So the fact that you found people that connect with you, and you did that when you can't physically talk to them, like you can just talk to it, you know, their text and chat basically. So I feel like that's really hard as a streamer to, you know, like,
definitely,
you know, like 95% of streamers, you know, it's hard to get into those hundreds of views. So grabbing those people and just having them say that kind of thing was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what sets you apart. That's what sets you apart. So
Exactly.
that's awesome.
That's really that's really like what streaming is. It's way more about the person, because there's so many people playing the exact same game usually. So
yeah.
There's actually I'd say two that really stick out to me. I know I just completely destroyed my own question. Like
that's fine. We've been doing that.
Yeah. One of my mods, shout out to Aaron, said that anything I say is content. That was just like the way he worded it. It was just like, damn, like that means a lot. Because I do be saying some wild shit in stream. So, and then someone else, I think it was Nebby. Shout out to Nebby, my other mod. He said, I mean, it's always super nice when someone random comes in and the very first time they're like, oh, like I love this stream, you're underrated, or like I love the, you know. And then so Nebby said something along the lines as like that I was more entertaining than a lot of the big streamers. So like just hearing stuff like that is really cool, because as a content creator, you're always doubting yourself or questioning what you're doing wrong.
So much.
Yeah. So just to hear stuff like that reminds you that you still might be a good streamer, but you just don't have the recognition yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love that. That's so nice. What a way to end, by the way. What a way to end the questions. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
This was a solid. Wait, did you have one more? Or are you gonna skip it?
I do have one more question.
Is it good?
I mean, I enjoy it.
Is it good?
I think it's okay. It depends. It could be fantastic or it could be a dud. It depends on the story. So I'll ask it, and then if we're all just kind of like, I don't really have a story, then we'll skip it. So what is the most epic way you've seen someone get fired or kicked out of class when you were in school?
Ooh.
Because I actually have a pretty good one, but if you guys don't, then it's fine.
All right. So when I was younger, I think it was in primary school. So when I was like 9, I think. You know how you can like put something like on the edge of a desk, and then if you put your like slam your hand against it, it'll like go flying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I done that with a pencil. Like it's very minor. Like I done that with a pencil, and it landed on my teacher's head.
Oh god.
But everyone said it was someone else, and that person got kicked out of the class. And I felt really bad, but I didn't have the guts to say that it was me because it was a really scary teacher.
Damn.
So someone else got the blame for me doing that, and they got kicked out of the class.
Damn.
Do you still think about that every now and then and feel bad?
Yeah, whenever I want to feel something, I'm laying in bed.
I want to feel something.
Yeah, that was me. That was my fault.
Dude, I have those random things that I think about that I know no one else on the planet remembers, but I still feel bad about it, or it just makes me cringe, or I'm like, I can't believe I said that in 6th grade.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not going to give any examples because I don't want to relive those moments, but I just pray that everybody else involved forgot years ago.
Trying to think. I don't remember. I don't know if I had. I mean, I remember seeing like a fight every once in a while where like this kid like shoved a desk and like 5 of them fell, and then we had like an older teacher and she was like trying to control him. Like, girl, you are not going to control this man. This dude is fucking raging.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just stuff like that. I guess there was this one time in Spanish class because I don't know. Always like looking back, I'm just like, I don't know. Like being a class clown, it could be good, but it could also be harmful because it's just like annoying.
Yeah, 100% felt that.
Mm-hmm. So like there was this one time where our Spanish teacher would always use a bell for like if she wanted our attention or like if she wanted to like end a segment because she had a really soft voice. So it was a good way of getting everyone's attention. Or we'd use it after we like if we want to answer a question, we'd use it. Yeah. And it was just I don't know what it was, but like there's one day I like wanted to hide the bell so he couldn't use it just because like it was like the thing in the class. So
yeah,
we had like a plan where one kid would like raise their hand and ask for help on a question. So we had them ask for it. And then like she went up and she was helping them with it for like 30 seconds. So like I would like, get down and like I was like sneaking around and I got behind her desk. I grabbed the bell and then I like got in her chair to like set it on top of a TV in the corner. And literally like couldn't have been better perfect timing. As soon as I'm about to set it down, I'm like in a pose with my leg out and everything, and the whole class is watching me and she's helping the student. She turns around, her teacher instincts kick in, and I just look back and she's just staring at me. And everyone was just like dying laughing. I was like, oh my God.
Oh no.
Just stupid stuff like that. Yeah. So
damn.
Okay.
That's like the only thing I could really think of. I've never really seen anyone get like go crazy at work or anything, I guess.
No, neither have I.
Well, for me, my favorite teacher I've ever had, he did this thing where, if he knew, like if a student knew that they were going to get called out of class that day, like if let's say they had a dentist appointment in the middle of the day and they knew that they were going to get called out, they would let the teacher know. And then when they got the call from the office, like let so-and-so, leave, let him or her go down to the office. And then so the teacher would get the call and then he would make a big scene of it. Like he'd pretend like he was throwing the student out because the student knew. So he'd be in on the joke. So, but I didn't know it was the first month I think I had him as a teacher and I didn't know that this was a thing that he did. So we were all doing like our busy work, our packet or whatever. And then the phone rings and you don't really think about it. He talks on the phone and then he slammed the phone down and he stood up. And just for the sake of the story, I'll say the kid's name was Jason. And he was like, Jason. And everyone dead silent was like, oh shit. Jason fucked up, man. Ooh. So, and Jason was like, thank God Jason played along with it. He was like, what? He was like, and the teacher was like, you have to go to the office right now. You know exactly what you did. You are out of here. And he was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. And he like fake fought him back on it. And so, nobody else knew that what was going on. So we were just so stunned, man. And they just went back and forth for like 30 seconds or whatever. And then eventually, the teacher got him to like, get out of the room or whatever. And then he slammed the door on the way out. And then the teacher, and then the teacher turned back around to look at us like a whole class of students just stunned in silence. And then he was like, all right, yeah, go ahead and carry on with your work. And we were like, what did he do? And he,
what just happened?
Yeah, and he was like, oh, nothing. His mom's just here to take him to the dentist. We were like,
I love
dude,
that.
No way.
That's so
It was
good.
perfect.
I wish I had a teacher like that. I wish I had a teacher like that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was so awesome. But for like the 2 or 3 minutes that it was happening, dude, I was terrified.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's something else.
Yeah.
She got an Oscar for that acting.
For real.
I know,
Dude,
right?
they both killed it.
That's sick.
They did.
All right,
Speaking of being the class clown, bro, so I was basically friends with one of these teachers, right? And pretty much one day, you know how you've got those like sprays that like spray water,
yeah.
right? So basically, in COVID times, that's probably not a good idea, not a good story to talk about. But I went up behind him and I pretended to sneeze on the back of his head.
Oh no!
And sprayed him in the back of the head with this thing. Our friendship changed.
Yeah, man.
That is
It changed. I got shouted at so bad. I got I never seen this guy so angry.
Dude.
I got shouted at so bad. It was just awkward from that point onwards. Because he was always joking around and always having fun and just being a nice guy. I thought he'd find that funny, and everyone else would find it funny.
Damn.
Some people found it funny, but not him. Not him, and I didn't find it funny either. I thought it would be. It wasn't.
That's a clean spray too. That's a pure right in his neck.
Dude, I would feel so gross if I felt that on my head.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Same. So I can see why he got angry. It was definitely a lapse of judgment from me, but in my head it was just such a funny prank. I saw people do it on YouTube or whatever, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna be a comedian today. Yeah. Wasn't the best of times.
Beautiful.
Beautiful? It wasn't. It really wasn't.
My man scarred, still life in his neck to this day.
Oh God.
Yep. That's another story I think of to feel something.
All right, Mike, do you want to take us home?
Yeah. First, before we close out, where can the people find you and what can they expect from the streams?
Okay, so twitter.com/ImMahti. I tweet out really bad tweets, usually shit posts. Sometimes there's something of value there, so you never know. You might find something good
people
there.
People love a good shit
and then,
post, man.
Yeah, they do.
And then I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays as of right now on Twitch, where I play COD, Rocket League, and sometimes Fall Guys as well.
Ooh, nice.
But I switch that up quite a lot. And every Tuesday I do a triple threat stream where I do 3 challenges of different games, and if not, then I have to do a forfeit.
And
those are fun.
Wait, how do you forfeit? You just stop playing, or you stop the stream?
I have to do a forfeit. So recently I had the challenge where I had to get a 15 gun streak on COD, Fall Guys win, and also needed to score a Rocket League, a ceiling shot without the ball touching the ground, which that's pretty hard to do. It's not an easy shot if you're not, unless you're really good. And I ended up failing the COD one. I got the Fall Guys win and the shot on Rocket League, but I failed it on COD. So the forfeit for that stream was I actually had to get Fall Guys for someone.
Wow.
So I ran a giveaway and bought someone Fall Guys.
Nice.
But it's a different forfeit every week, pretty much.
Right. That keeps it interesting and fresh. I like that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, there's a goal for the stream.
Yeah.
There's a goal instead of just playing, which I usually do.
So Twitter and Twitch.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have the links
if
in
you
the
guys want
description,
to,
of course, as well.
Yeah.
So, that easy access.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And then frequent Instagram posts. Last one was in April,
Hell
so we'll go for another
yeah.
April one.
Notifications on.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't miss it because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah. You're going to keep the people wanting just more. So I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I thought this was a really good episode. I had probably 8 questions and we only did 2. So that means it's good because
I'm sorry.
No,
we were
perfect.
just talking.
That's so bad for me.
That's a
'Cause
good
I
sign.
ramble so much. You could have asked who was your favorite teacher, and I got into the story of me having a fucking probably shouldn't swear.
No,
you definitely swear.
An emergency landing. So I do be rambling. Though. But thank you so much for having me. Genuinely had a lot of fun.
Woo. Yeah, man. If you guys want to check him out, all of his links will be in the description below. Make sure you catch a stream, say what up. Let us know what you guys thought about the episode. And thank you for watching episode 47. We'll catch you guys next week for episode 48. Thank you guys. And make sure if you like the content, you got to comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate every single listener. We'll catch you next time on Chillin' for Our Lives podcast. We're out. Peace.